this morning, but our printer was not working, so I'm going to drop my iPad. At the beginning of January, Sister Adams and Sister Wenzel came and visited me at my house and challenged me to take part in a 21-day challenge that is a sacrifice of time to the Lord, and it has been such a blessing to be a part of this. So they also brought me a talk to read about, it was from the UAU Women's Conference, about this 21-day challenge, and the woman who gave the talk basically just talked about how sacrificing time for the Lord in the sake of family history and things like that can help bring the strength of your ancestors to you. And so for my 21-day challenge, I chose to do indexing and go to the temple once a week with my sister. And when I first received the challenge, I was really worried that I would not only be unable to find something that I could do to take part in the challenge, but I was also worried that I would not be able to share the experience effectively with you guys. So hopefully I can do that. I will also admit that before this challenge, I did not really know how to use the family search software at all. So, but I felt really strongly that indexing was a good choice for this challenge, and so I have done that, and it's been a huge blessing. And there have definitely been days over the last 21 days that I've missed doing indexing, and despite those days, I know that this challenge has helped me in my life this month. I am always busy. Homework seems to always be present. I'm in the student government, and it's a huge time commitment. And extracurriculars and social life, you just kind of feel like you've got no time. And despite these, when I made time to do the indexing and going to the temple, I was able to balance all of these things in my life more effectively. Making time has just given me time to spare and to feel the peace and love that the Savior wants to give to us. And I know that this has been a huge blessing. So now it's my turn to challenge you guys all to do the same thing. So for 21 days, I encourage each of you to make a sacrifice of time to this work. Within the last year, we've been challenged so many times to continue to become better members of this church and to become better saints in Zion. A good portion of these challenges have come to the youth. President Nelson told us that we are the youth battalion of the Lord. I was able to be in the choir at that meeting, and I have never felt the Spirit so strongly from anything that I've ever heard from a prophet of God. But the weight of this call to action to the youth has sat heavily on my shoulders, and I know it has on many other youth. And this challenge, along with all the others that we've heard recently, are not things that we can do alone. We need the support of women who are strong in the gospel. The stripling warriors went to fight of their own free will, but they had always been supported by their mothers, and I'm positive that even after they had set out to drive back the enemy, they had still had the support of these righteous women in their lives. We need you to support us. In order to bring about the gathering of Israel, we need help. I challenge you all to find a way to take part in this gathering. We all have to support each other. In the talk that Sister Wenzel and Sister Adams gave me, one of the images that she mentioned was two mirrors that are facing each other. And in the temple, you can see that. And if you look into those mirrors, sometimes it feels kind of like it stretches forever with just you. But this 21-day challenge, I want you to imagine that those mirrors are filled with images of your ancestors, strong women who have come before you, who are supporting you now from beyond the veil. And when you look in those mirrors, it doesn't feel so empty. Eternity is easier when you think of other people there to support you. And I know that we all have to support each other in this challenge. Despite all of the other things that exist in our lives, nothing is as important as this gospel and the spreading love of our Heavenly Father. I invite you all to become a part of this work so that you and your ancestors and your children and all the children of our Father in heaven may be able to, quote, dwell in the presence of God and His Christ forever and ever. As you take part in this work, we will also be able to rejoice together on the covenant path. I bear testimony that this will bring about great blessings in your life, and as you take part in this work, you will feel the love of our Heavenly Father in your life. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.